We lost audio.
We goddamn did.
Yeah. You lost out
Oh,
of
that
the
is
intro.
very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm sad. All right. Well, show's over. This is bullshit. I'm done. Yeah. Good work, Chris. So, hello, everyone. Welcome in to the X's and Z's of life.
Mhm.
I am Rich.
This is Jermaine.
You say your name now.
Oh, I'm seeing an echo. I don't know where it's coming from. But what's going on?
Oh
It's your
no,
boy
I did
Chris
that with
here.
my. I did that with my mouth, like the X's nose. I'm a magic person. This is Chris Matthews. He is a man. For what I've been told. No, look, we're on like this guest situation, and I love it. And folks are actually wanting to be around, which is weird. I feel like they've never heard the show, so they don't really know what they're doing. Once they do it, they're like, "Oh no, that was a terrible move," and then they never talk to me again. It's kind of it's good, but I do want to thank Chris for taking the time out.
Thank you, sir.
I know that we were supposed to do this earlier, but I'm an awful, terrible person, and I forgot that we had things scheduled because life got all hectic. And yeah, not an excuse, but just publicly, I apologize for there was no neglect or intention there. It was just I don't know, life did life things, but thank you.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
As far
sir.
as like the delay, life happens. I don't sweat that at all.
Yeah.
I
Well,
am. I said it before and I'll say it again. The fact that you even wanted to have me on here at all, like, I'm
which
humbled
is
by
so
that shit.
weird to me, man. It's so weird. It makes me feel like I'm a person, like I can actually, like I'm known, which is not the case.
No, but how did y'all cross paths, or how did y'all run into the same circle? Or
we touched wieners, and that's kind of how this came about.
No, we kind of met through Spitball Media, um,
okay,
the show with John Draper and Shaheen and all them. Just to get into my background a little bit, I started a YouTube channel out of the blue just because I was like, if I'm gonna do a podcast with my friends, I need to get more comfortable being out there. So I was like, what's the best way to do it? Eating hot sauces and give my thoughts on them. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get like some of the most ridiculous hot sauces and try those out.
Jermaine said he's down for that.
And
don't believe that shit.
I was gonna say I go pretty hard. So if you like hot sauce, if you want to hang with me, you have to be ready to go because I go.
No, I can't have anything even mildly spicy. I'll get the helicopter stomach and the poop come out helicopter style. Like, so I'm good.
And and yeah, from there I started just talking about whatever came into my mind at the moment. Um, I don't pre-record or anything like that or write stuff down because I just like being as authentic as possible. Like it's me.
We know a little something about that.
Yeah, but it would fit in very well because improvisation is an understatement here.
And all that stuff came from, like I said, I was inspired to kind of. I always wanted to be in radio, like growing up. I grew up listening
Like
to
doing what though? Like
doing a radio show, doing like
okay.
I grew up loving like Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony and a local show back in Baltimore, Kirk Mark and Lopez. I wanted Don and Mike, those guys. I wanted to do that. And it came kind of, it was in my blood already because my dad worked as a DJ for University of Maryland's radio station when he was there.
Well,
But yeah, I've always wanted to do that.
Is I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, Dynamite. Yeah, another one. Another legendary radio show. I want to kind of do that. And my group of friends that I went to school with, we were all kind of in the same mode. And we're like, yo, let's just do a podcast. And I was like, all right, cool. And then just life kept getting in the way. You couldn't do it. And so we tried a couple times. We recorded a couple things. And they were fun. It was fun to do it. And we're gonna do it again. I'm making that known. I'll put that out there. We're gonna do it. That podcast can happen.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
Yeah, but one of the things that wound up happening in where I'm at now, I'm co-hosting on the Bayou Geeks with Fatty 316, Maximus G420, and Dirt. How that came about was just Fatty invited me on his show because we knew each other from like listening to Spitball and being in the chat room there. And like Drew said on the show, he was on with you guys, like from Tony and Kevin Castle to Wrestling Sue to Spitball Media and all those shows. Like everybody, there's like this whole circle or family of like podcasts, and everybody kind of knows everybody. And so he was like, "Hey man, you've always supported my show. You want to come on for anniversary?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll come on. I'll jump on for a bit." Wound up being on for like 3 hours with him. And then
Oops.
no, it was cool. It was fun. Like, so they had me back on again, and every now and then, like for like a wrestling like watch along, and then they would have me do like a pop in occasionally, just as like a run in, so to speak. And then one day, Fatty just said, "Hey, man, how do you feel about becoming a regular official member of the show?" And I was like, "Who, me? Like, seriously?" Because like I look at it like this, man. From my channel, from my own YouTube channel to the BioGeeks channel, anybody who has taken the time to even give even a damn about what I put out, I appreciate every last one of them. Like I can't even put into words that anybody, like the fact that anybody cares, like or likes what I do enough to even follow me or subscribe or whatever. Like I'm blown away by it. And I don't even have like a big channel. So
I occasionally look at the number. I mean, I used to be obsessed, and I used to like to see the grow and all that. I think the last time I looked, we have like 75,000 views. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Why? What do you do? Like, there is nothing better on the internet than that. Like, what are you doing?
no, I feel you. Like
It's
you have
insanely humbling.
like my biggest views on a video was like from like X-Men 87. I was talking about that.
To be fair, my biggest views thing was like a 30-second short of my kid graduating. It got like 18,000. So it's fine.
I mean, that's a big deal though. So that's cool.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was bonkers. It blew up. I'm like, you don't even know him. What are you doing? But I did the whole like hashtag graduation 2024, and apparently that got in people's algorithm and went ham sandwich.
Oh, and then you had some of your dog Crosby. The couple clips there. That
listen, there is a special video coming.
Views.
There is a special video coming on the 22nd. I'm just saying that may or may be when we're getting the puppy, and that may or may be about the first meeting of the puppies. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm definitely not blowing it. Oh, I'm so excited. Like it was like $2,000, but I'm like, yeah, puppy. It's fine. We're fiscally irresponsible. So I really like the fact that, I mean, you just became friendos. I mean, via other friendos. It's almost like you were people with people. It's crazy. What a
Yeah.
thought.
And
And
it blows my mind, like how many of us all are doing this. Like Drew, like I can't even name everybody. There's so many people. It's like, damn, how did this happen? And everybody, like for real, like cares about each other.
it's
And
a
that's the
supportive
other
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like real talk. There was a
And
point where, like, a
Chris
couple
said you
years ago,
always. No, I'm saying, Chris, you said you always had a a liking or a following to the radio personalities as opposed to television. Like, what was different? Like, because most people, they're fond of the television more than radio or listening to radio personalities. Like, what is it about the radio thing that kind of drew you in? Is this the absence of a picture, or
that's easy. I'm not a big fan of being on camera, man. I'm like super, like, I'm incredibly shy and like introverted, and like I don't even like having my picture taken. So I'm like I'm really
I
like,
know
I don't
that
want to
feeling.
be on camera. Like, just I'll record whatever, but just don't put my face out there. But kind of like I said, being on YouTube and being on the biogeeks, I've had to kind of like, no, I gotta put myself on camera. And like, all right, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but still that's still there. So I would still, having my choice, I would still go radio as opposed to television any day. Or podcasting in this day and age with everything being where it is.
Right. No, you know what? I get that. I think you were real hesitant about getting on YouTube when we first did this. And I don't remember why. But I know we initially started just doing audio. And then I was
Same.
like, this is dumb. Why are we just doing this? Because I looked at the viewership. The viewership, because we were uploading it on YouTube as well, but we weren't doing video at that point because we were big dummy faces. And the views were like 3 or 4 to 1 on the YouTube opposed to just regular audio platforms across the board. I'm like, even though it doesn't take any more effort to do an audio version as well, it's a little bit more work, but I'm just like, there's no reason to do this. No one gives a shit. Why am I wasting my time with that?
Yeah, I was the same as you. Chris was like, not a big picture taker. I'm not one of those people that's photogenic, that's always snapping shots of myself or, taking selfies. And yeah, we started off same, like you said, with Freaker thing, when we started off where we were just audio, and Rich kept employing for it, like, hey man, we gotta get on video, and I was hesitant. I'm like, I'm thinking that you gotta be, they are on TV, they gotta have a camera and the makeup, and I just thought it was too much into it, and then kind of got forced. Like Rich was just one night was just like, okay, we're doing it on video tonight, and I was just like, what? He was like, let's go, and we just did it, and then from
Here's
there,
the thing.
it kind of took off.
The biggest thing is we have a lot of Dago in both of us, so we're like just like like we're doing a lot of fucking hands things, so we're not. It wasn't really I don't know. I feel like we're both pretty charismatic fellas, and doing the whole just tone of voice, which it can be entertaining, but the stories that we have and the things that we kind of come across, I don't know, man. It feels like you should see the reactionary kind of real time. I don't know, future. I don't know. I had something I was gonna say. I'm like, that's not YouTube friendly.
So we agreed that it just
started
puts
doing
more
the hot sauces for that same reason, because
Oh,
it
yeah.
forced me to be like, you have to be on camera to do this because you got to react to this hot sauce.
Right,
Yeah.
and you got to prove that you're doing it too. I mean, there's that part of it as well. It's like
it puts more emphasis on your point if you could, show either emotion or even hand gestures, or instead of listening to somebody and you see that they're upset, you have to almost visualize that. But if you see them on camera, you could visually see how upset they are or how serious they are about a topic. Yeah.
and you know what? I promise people that are listening, half of them are just doing the YouTube and setting it down and just listening anyway. But they have the option to turn their phone over and be like, "This motherfucker saying oh, let me go back. What did he say now?" And you have the option to be like, "Oh wow, they are fucking ugly." It's like, I know. Crazy. It's crazy. But so you're I guess now it's funny because me and Drew were talking about the whole co-host host kind of thing and how the word co-host feels very submissive. So now you're a host. So how, and obviously look, it's not like you're Joe Rogan's assistant here or anything like that. So you're not like tippity top of the mountain here. But how's that feel? Like that's got to be pretty cool.
I mean, even to this day, I still don't know what the rest of those guys saw in me to bring me on. I'm like, what did I do to be worthy of this, so to speak? And I still look at myself as like I'm still a guest.
That's such a bad joke. I was gonna say you definitely weren't a DEI hire.
No, because Dirk was there for.
Well, that and they don't do it. That and they don't do it anymore.
No, I mean, I still look at myself as like I'm a guest in their house.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I've been on there for damn near a year now, and even still, I'm like, they brought me on, and I have a responsibility to not fuck it up for them. Like wherever I go, if I'm on a show, I'm going to represent, do it proud, because they didn't have to have me on there.
Right.
They could have had me just do an occasional like pop in or something for something that they wanted me to jump in on or something, and it'd have been fine.
And that's how I've been feeling about the whole guest thing here. I mean, I mean this with all truthfulness and whatever. We're literally booked through April. Like I'm gonna start getting May filled up.
And that's awesome, man.
But it's weird. It's weird because half the people asked me. I'm like, are you bored? Like, do you, I can suggest hobbies for you. Like,
I mean, that just means that people like what you do.
It's kind of strange because I remember before when you were, doing your interviews or your guests, I noticed that it was too late. Like, because me, I work late. I work like 12:30 to 9, so I'm in the middle of the day. And every time you did anything with other guests, 10 o'clock was too late. You know what I mean? But it's like, it seemed like you're finding more and more people that can, hit this time window. Which is,
those people
I'm appreciative of.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, it always bothered me because I really wanted to get you in there, but these people were very, I don't know, they were very adamant about doing earlier in the day because that was like their job, right? Like it was on, it was on Podmatch, and it was literally their jobs to just show up on podcasts, right? And I'm quite sure that they were just like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing that. Without saying I'm not doing that, but they're like, dude, 10 o'clock, are you fucking dumb? Get out of here.
10 o'clock, what?
Right, and that's the thing. That's always my worry with this stuff. I'm like, hey, quick disclaimer here. I would love to have a threesome here with you, but the threesome is at 10 o'clock. If you can't do that, we'll see what else we can do. But I try to I put that out there in the beginning, just saying, like, I'm not trying to have it be a detrimental thing, but I feel like, it's like going on a date. It's like, hey, okay, you got a great personality, you got great tits. Is that a dick? You should have told me about the dick. You didn't tell me about that part.
Yeah,
I
that kind of
can't.
glossed over in the.
Yeah, I can't really do that now. That I'm not really working with that. So, I want to make sure because I'm once again. I mean, and this is where I get all sincere and all that. It's incredibly humbling and strange for people to give a shit enough about you to want to do something on a show by two nobodies. Sorry, Jermaine, we're nobodies. I apologize for nothing.
You didn't have to tell
I
me.
mean, the way I see it, I'm a third, so
Yeah, I mean, this dude used to be my boss.
I mean, I'm
Like he used to be my boss, which is just a silly. I mean, we have a silly little origin story. We're not going to get into it again because it's like a long-winded thing. But he was a boss. He was my boss. He was in my wedding. Like it's a whole thing. It's very interesting, like how life just kind of takes you, and the people you meet, and the friends you make, and the interactions you have, and the relationships you build. And then you look at Twitter, and you're like, "Oh my God, this place is a dumpster fire. It is a dangerous, like Twitter is like Vietnam. Like that's what it's." It's a scary place,
it's
man.
like, do you see the flashback? That one flashback picture, like I was at
all the time.
98, and you see like the face with all the in the background, it's all the war and all that.
Yep. I mean, that's just is what it is. Now, I know, and we were talking kind of off stream here, Jermaine. We're going to be doing a part 2 here with Mr. Matthviews. You see what I did there? Yeah, you did. You see that? It's fun. Where we're going to talk. It's fun. We're going to talk about some baseball. We're not doing it with you because that is not your forte. You're going to look at me like the pug looks at me when I talk to him. So we're gonna be doing a part 2 ourselves next week, probably at some point. We'll get that all scheduled and squared away. But
okay. I am.
I figured, yeah, I would love. I used to have a baseball podcast, but my host is a giant cunt, so that fell apart. So there has been a lot of football stuff, and we do have a football show as well. It's coming back soon-ish. There has been a lot of free agency kind of happenings here. Now, you were in Baltimore. Where are you at now?
Currently, I'm in Colorado.
My condolences.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now, how does that work for your fanship kind of thing? Like, are you still a Ravens fan? Or are you still okay?
Yeah.
So you're not jumping on Broncos here.
Hell no.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Full disclosure, I hate John Elway.
That is a weird person to hate. I need to have backstory.
I'll tell you exactly why.
Okay, please.
Before the Colts moved out of Baltimore, moved to Indy, they were going to draft John Elway to be the next franchise quarterback. I guess because he knew maybe something was up and they were going to be moving, he basically said, if you draft me, I'm going to go play baseball. And
he pulled up Philip Rivers.
Yeah, because the Yankees had drafted him as a baseball player. So he was gonna go play baseball. So the Colts didn't draft him. He went to Denver.
Interesting.
He won his 2 rings. And I guess with him being a Bronco and having horse teeth, it made sense. So
fair.
Yeah. Fuck John Elway. And the Broncos subsequently by attrition. Also,
that is a villain arc right there.
Also, fuck the Colts for taking everything from us. I'm happy with the Ravens and all, but it'd be nice to have that blue and white back in town again.
Interesting. Okay.
So I know the Ravens did the same thing to the Browns, to Cleveland.
I mean,
y'all got colors, so we ain't trying to hear all that.
Art Modell or whatever took his Browns to the Baltimore. Yeah.
Now, are you one of those types of fans that are very I guess, laser focused on your team and everything else is kind of just noise, or are you kind of an all encompassing kind of?
No, I follow the game in general. I follow the sport in general.
Okay.
I do focus more on the Ravens. Like I know y'all are in Pittsburgh, and
Mhm.
we got the rivalry we have.
The
I'll
rivalry.
say this:
Mhm.
Steelers do things the right way as far as like running a franchise, how they operate. As far as how they are as an organization,
Not
they
lately.
are straight up 1000% class. I will say that full stop. I respect them, but I hate them at the same time because we're the two teams in that division that when we play, like they gonna smack each other in the mouth. Period. It's gonna be a dogfight all 4
It
quarters
used to be, man. I don't
every
think it's a
game.
rivalry anymore. Like, I think Baltimore just
I
throws them
do. I
hands.
mean, we
No,
still beat them
oh,
last
it's still
year.
there.
I mean, at the same time, it's one of those things where Baltimore's a rivalry, but I don't necessarily have a super hate for y'all. It's more of a respect rivalry to me because, like, we're pretty much the same type of team. We're a very
Right.
physical team that beat up on other teams, and then when we play against each other, it's like two bullies fighting each other. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
respect.
it's different.
It's a respect thing. I mean,
And you're
I
saying it's
respect
a
Ray
rivalry, and I'm
Lewis. I
not saying
respect
it's
Ed
not.
Reed.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when I look at these two teams squaring off now, there isn't an Uncle Ray Ray there. There isn't, a
James
Harrison
Harrison
there. There
or
isn't.
Palomalu or Reed.
Right. There isn't. There's Lamar doing dumb Lamar shit that's not even fair.
He's ridiculous. Dude. He's a fucking cheat
Um,
code.
he
We
really kind
still
of
beat
is.
them
It's
last year. To me,
frustrating.
very rarely do you see it from either team. Every year, it's either a split. Most of the time, it's a split or and it's by 3 points. Very rarely is there a sweep year after year, year after year. I don't
Well,
see it.
I guess here's my thing, because somehow or another we tend to keep Lamar in check. At least we do our best, but then we just
I don't know
can't
how.
score. But then we just can't score, and it's not a matter of Baltimore's defense being, elite or, oh my god. It's just like, hey, we don't know how to do the football thing.
A horrible offense. Yeah.
They're
So
solid.
the
It's
games
like the
are just
defense is
not
solid and just holds up
exciting
again.
anymore, and that's the problem. Like, it's just not. I liked when it was too defensive minded. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna fuck you till you love me, kind of thing. And then now it's even hard to watch the Steelers play like the Giants. I'm like, this might be a hard game.
I mean,
Like,
the
that's not
Ravens
a
still
good
have
feeling.
like a top 5 defense.
Usually a
Like
field goal game.
they still built their whole thing on their defense being just a monster.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh has some players on their defense, like J.J. Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Mhm.
He's kind of Minka
Yeah,
Fitzpatrick's been milk
Minka
carton
went
for
to
the
Joe
past
Haden
two
route.
two
He's
years. I
falling
mean,
off a little bit, but I mean, you got to
he
look
went
at who plays
missing.
safety there. You're talking about your Rod Woodsons, your Palomalus. Like, nobody like that's coming along anymore. It's like Ed Reed.
No.
Yeah.
You will
Yeah.
never see you don't have those types of corners coming out anymore. You don't have guys like
No.
Ray Lewis and James Harrison.
Real quick about Ed Reed. I've made the statement before, but Ed Reed now currently looks like that old black man on the porch that says, "Don't do that.
Yes, he does.
Don't do that shit."
He does.
He
But
got old in a
I love
hurry.
it.
It was like
I
as
love
soon
seeing
as
it,
he
man.
turned like 35, he was like he escalated to 60 immediately.
He
Like
aged. He aged like an Asian, real quick. He
he
woke
went
up
great
overnight.
quicker than I did. I went great, started going great in my 20s. So
Phew, shit.
Mm.
But yeah, I remember we went to the Hall of Fame. Me and Jermaine did, and got a bunch of pictures of
Awesome.
busts and all that other fun stuff. And looking at Ed Reed's, I'm like, we got a younger Ed Reed a little bit. Like, he really looks like an usher. Don't do it. Like it does not look like a football player right now. He looks like the guy I gave my ticket to. Like, what are you doing?
Palomalu still looks like he did when he played. With all that fucking hair.
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, they're like, come on. Is that a weave? Is that extensions? Let's be honest.
They both were him and Red Reed were safeties that, whatever the linebacker called, whatever defense, they called it for the rest of the other 10 players or the other 9 players. And they just looked at Troy or they looked at Ed and was like, man, you just be you. You do whatever you want. Because they're rogues. I mean, Troy's the only person I know that could be right there on the line before the snap, and as soon as the ball snapped, he's like 30 yards down. Like, I mean, like, are you serious? Like, yeah, that talent ain't gonna come along no time soon.
I still remember he jumped over the fucking offensive line against the Ravens and sacked Flacco. I was like, God damn.
Who is this?
Like, Ed Reed, God bless. Don't go over the middle.
I hate him, but I love him at the same time.
Ed Reed absolutely could have murdered multiple players with what he does across the middle. My God. Like any pass across the middle was a suicide pass. Doesn't matter how open you were. Because God.
I still remember the one where Ray Lewis hit who was it? The tight end Winslow. Kellen Winslow.
Oh, Kellen Winslow. Yeah.
Boy. And he just blasted him because he went over the middle and Ray met him head on. And he was like, have that fit from Ray Lewis feel. I ain't even feel that shit. It's like, bro, you were stumbling back to the sideline. Don't front, man. Just admit he got you, bro. Everybody saw he got you.
Ray Lewis welcomed Rashard Mendenhall to the league. He broke his shoulder on the second run of that game. I was like, met him in the middle of the hole and broke his shoulder.
I still remember the one where Sizzle got Roth's Big Ben on a sack and just out of nowhere just leveled his ass.
Leveled him.
I couldn't stand Suggs.
Yeah, Suggs was an agitator, but I think Ben said that hit from Suggs that he didn't see. He said that was probably the hardest hit he ever got hit in his life.
I believe it. I mean, I was watching the game with like one of my exes, and we just both went, "Woo!"
Yeah. So, being that you're a fan of the game, what are you feeling about all of these wild free agency moves? Because I feel like this has been like one of the most crazy active off seasons in a long time.
I think the craziest move out of all of them so far is it's gotta be the Devontae Adams move.
Really?
Well, I was not expecting him to get that much money.
Okay. Fair.
For 2 years, I'm like, damn, they paid him that much? Good Lord. I wasn't shocked that he got signed. Who was it, the Chargers?
Yeah. No. The Rams.
No, the Rams. It was
Rams, yeah.
I wasn't shocked that the Rams signed him. I was shocked at the money because that's ridiculous.
Well, as a Pittsburgh fan around here, free agency is something new to us because prior to Omar Khan, we didn't know what free agency was. We never drafted. I mean, we never signed a free agent, almost never. We always lived off our draft picks. But now with this Omar Khan, I mean, he's making moves. He made tons of moves last year. And he signed DK Metcalf this year. I'm like, wow, I didn't see that one. I mean, we actually are players in free agency now.
I'm just waiting for the big one to fall in Baltimore, given the events that what's been going on with old Justin Tucker there. I'm surprised he had been cut.
He's the next.
Yeah.
He's the next Deshaun Watson. What's up with these massage parlors all of a sudden? Like, why do they let all of them build up and over years, and then everybody comes out with this Me Too movement? I don't
Well,
understand.
the thing about it is, and I was telling Rick in the chat because he's one of my Busham colleagues and was going to do that podcast with, by the way. We were talking about this whole thing, and we both worked down at a bar in the Fells Point area of Baltimore. It's kind of just east of the harbor and stuff like that. One of the bartenders we worked with was a Ravens cheerleader. There had been rumors going around for quite some time, apparently, about this stuff with Justin Tucker. But because he had that clean cut church boy image, people didn't catch on until this past season, where one of the local papers was like, hey, we got this story. It goes back a couple years, but it's like a timeline of when he was doing the stuff he was doing. So it's like, bruh.
I mean, he is a kicker. He ain't getting much pussy. I get it.
I mean, but he's also
Justin Tucker. I mean, like he would put him up there, Hall of Fame kicker.
He's a Hall of Fame kicker, no doubt. But here's the thing: he's a fairly good-looking guy, as far as like how he looks. He's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
In a city where he could probably pull whoever he wanted to pull. But he's married to his high school sweetheart. Or whatever. Like, you made that call to get married or whatever. That's you. But you're going around doing all this stuff. Like, and people talk. Like, Baltimore is like, people call it Smaltimore for a reason. And it's not the clown on this because, like, if you do dirt, it's gonna get out. Yeah. And people are gonna find out about it.
You can't be that big of a name guy doing that. Like, you can't, like, that's kind of the thing. When you become rich and famous, you have to, like, you have to, especially now, you have to choose, do I want to be rich and famous or do I want to fuck bitches? You're like, you can't do both, man. It doesn't work. Like, you can't be the high school, college guy with all that money, because then you have this I'm invincible kind of thing. And I can't.
I think it becomes
sex contract.
Right, there you go.
I think more things come out. Rich and famous. I think more things come out when performance declines. I mean, Deshaun Watson, when he was in Houston, and then the majority of his cases, I guess, was, in that area, and he was winning games for them. Nothing is mighty funny how nothing leaked. Everything was hush hush. Nobody said nothing. He gets to Cleveland, he's a piece of shit, and then all of this comes out. Same thing with Tucker. Tucker has been magnificent up until this last year. He missed a lot of kicks, and all of a sudden, he's the next Deshaun Watson.
The thing
declining performance.
His performance wasn't even declining. He wanted to get traded out of Houston, and the second he asked for that trade is when all those massage parlors,
everything
came out against him. And I look at it like this: when it's one, you can say, "All right, that might be bullshit." When you get to double digits,
you're just trying to get money.
You did that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's like I use the Bill Cosby rule that I came up with. One accusation might be a lie. 10, you guilty as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, all those kids didn't lie about Michael Jackson.
There's no way that 10 women plus are fucking lying about you doing some shit.
All came up with the same story. Yeah.
And and all stories vary from he wiggled his way out of his towel to expose himself to he busted one on the massage table.
Well, here's my thing, man.
It's
If
like,
you're gonna do some like sketchy shit, can you not be weird about it? Like, don't do weird shit. Like,
right.
just do normal. Just fuck someone in the car. Like, he took me to the hotel and fucking bent me over. I'm like, yeah, he did. It's like, no, he put
Why
two
not?
fingers in my ass. It's like,
He took me to the
what?
hotel. He bit my
Why,
shoulder.
why
with
not go
Marvello.
after a certified prostitute? Somebody that says and willingly signs up to be a prostitute. Why are you teetering on seeing what you can get away with? That someone that is not considered a prostitute is somebody that's in a either in a massage parlor or you just trying to get away with some bad boy behavior to an average civilian. Like, if you're freaky and you need a bunch of sex, why not pay for? Why not go to a mansion or a hotel, pay for
To
3
be
or 4 of them,
fair.
and and have at it?
To be fair, when your dick gets hard, things happen. It just happens. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but you gotta have, if you're going to get massage on a regular basis,
Yeah.
you gotta have control over that, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You gotta
And
have some kind of.
I've never
control.
been at a part like I've never gotten a massage and been like, oh, that feels so good. I am very aroused now. It's like, bitch, here, listen, right here, in the
Yeah.
shoulder. Use all of your fucking elbow. Just go in there, fucking dig in there. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not.
I've never
I've
had
never
any type of
been-
massage below my waist. I mean, it's all been, those at the
Yeah.
mall or, a work function where they, they get into the shoulder and you put your head into one of those pillows where you can see like a circular pillow. But I've never went below the waist. I've never had a happy
I've never been
ending
in a
or none of
massage
that
parlor.
shit. So
Right. I've never been to a massage parlor where it's like, all right, I'm just gonna whip my dick out. Like, there's not a
Right.
thing. Like, you gotta have more sense in that. Just
I think
basic
everyone that's ever
decency and
walked
respect
into
for the
one,
other
though,
person.
I think everyone that's walked into one before has been like, that happy ending shit true though? Like you think it, you don't say it, but you're like,
Right.
fucking true. But like,
I
I
mean,
don't
just
think
cross
Yeah.
his mind.
you want
Any,
it.
like,
Yeah, you
normal-
definitely think.
any normal person isn't like, I'm gonna fucking pursue it. Let me see, what is the secret code? What do I have to say to him? Like that, like apparently that motherfucker was like, go gadget dick, and was just like here's my socially awkward autistic move. Here's my penis. What the fuck are you doing, dude? What are you
Like,
doing?
What are
Just-
the reports?
just
Like,
gonna whip
the girl
it
wrapped him up like a baby, like a diaper, and he still managed to wriggle his way out of that shit. It's like, see, that takes fucking work.
That is a predetermined
ridiculous.
decision.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Right, you're determined
He
enough
whipped
to
it
show this
out.
person your dick, and it's like, no,
Right.
no.
It's weird.
He whipped it out and thought he can get away with, see what you made me do? And then he just pulled his shit out and he thought she was just going to massage it or some shit.
You're like, yeah, I got
I
some.
don't
I'm
know.
a kicker, so like, you got to get up to my thigh area, up close to the groin. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go up
That
higher.
job's
Yeah.
Up higher
job's
into
gotta
the
suck,
right.
man. That's gotta suck to be that. Like, it's like you're almost like a
Well, it's mostly Asians, though, supposedly. I mean, I know all the ones around here is pretty much all
I mean, the
Asians.
ones
So I don't
the
know.
places he was going, it was
what
mostly like
he was going to.
regular massage parlors. It wasn't. It was like
Yeah,
spas and
like
shit.
young, yeah,
This is
like
gonna
you
sound
get
weird.
banned from places. That's how
I'd-
bad it is. Like, how do you
I'd
get
rather
banned
get a
from
massage
parlor?
I'd rather get a massage from a dude, honestly. Mostly because I want to see it. No. Mostly just because they will hurt me, and I want to be I want to be hurt. That sounds really weird out of context.
Yeah,
I
I'd
can't wait
rather it
to.
not be awkward.
that
and
sounded
shit, you know what I'm saying?
really
Like,
weird.
I can't wait to get that as a short. I like to be hurt by men at massage parlors. Great. But no, like, dude, my shit is yeah, like, rub me harder, big boy. It's just
That's good. What? I have to leave this room. You are being
Yeah.
inappropriate, sir.
yeah, like I'm just like, look me in the eye when you do it. But no, like I want. Like it's I don't know and it's not a knock on broads, but just dudes are stronger, and I'm like, hey, my shit is fucked. Can you like, you know how you have dad issues? Can you just work that out on my shoulder? That'd be fucking super. Just
Man,
do.
some of the places I've been, man, I've got my. I used to play baseball, so I got my arm worked on a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like in high school, I did that and wrestled, so it was like,
man, I want a massage. So your most
Now I just go
surprising
on-
was Devontae here. Jermaine, who was your most surprising here?
I mean, all of the moves, you know, that happen, they make sense. You know, but I don't understand the whole. You know, some players you they bring in another player, but then they ship him out. Like even with Devontae, it's like, why are you getting rid of Cooper Kupp? Just bring in Devontae. Like you can't have Cooper Kupp,
There was some
Puka,
behind the
and
scenes stuff
Devontae.
there. There was some
Yeah.
there's behind the scenes stuff
I
there.
don't
I
understand.
guarantee it.
there had to be because there's no way you get.
They
rid of a
announced
1-2
Cooper
punch like that.
going as soon as the season. Like they didn't release him, but they're like, yeah, by the way, Cooper's gone. He's allowed to go do whatever he wants to. There was something that
trade, bro.
happened.
Yeah,
There was something that happened.
something with him and DeBrass or something. Somebody don't
Yeah.
like somebody. Him and McVay or something. Something is weird there. Yeah, because like, why are you rushing one Pro Bowl receiver out the door just to bring in another one? It's like, okay. And I
Well,
think
Cooper
Kupp
is injury
younger than
prone a little
Devontae.
bit, but he's injury prone a little bit. I mean, I understand it, but I'm curious to see kind of. I would like to know years down the road what exactly happened there because something went sour real quick. And this isn't a homer pick for me or anything, but mine is DK, and the only reason it's the most
That's what I was thinking
surprising
of.
thing. The only reason
forgot
it's
about DK Metcalf. God damn it,
The,
they didn't need him.
well, here's the problem, right? It's a problem now. When I saw they did that, I'm like, okay, things are quiet on the quarterback front here. What are we doing? And then things kept being quiet, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, they're cooking something. They have to be because there's no way you're going to bring in a diva wide receiver to pair with another diva wide receiver and not have a quarterback. And they bring
throw
this
him the ball.
dickhead Mason Rudolph in. I'm like, are you fucking high? What
George
are you doing?
Pickens ain't gonna be there. I'm calling it now.
Okay,
What?
George Pickens is getting traded.
good. Bye. You whiny
That's
bitch.
why they brought in
Mm.
DK Metcalf.
But
Like,
but the problem with
Mm.
that is you just have
One
an
receiver
older-
again. I mean, you're running out there
Like,
with one
I
receiver.
would draft the right receiver
The
before
older
Pickens
Pickens.
at this
we
point.
did. We
Pickens
drafted
is-
Roman Wilson, and we're like, we're not
Pickens-
going to let you play.
Yeah, Roman Wilson.
Yeah.
No, but
George
my
Pickens.
obvious thing, like you said, DK was a surprise to me because he kept the word was that he's only wants to play in a warm city. So I automatically struck Pittsburgh from it. I was just like, okay, he wants to play in a warm city. We don't fit that criteria. And all of a sudden he signs with Pittsburgh, and I'm like, we're nothing close to a warm city. So
Maybe
I
he's an idiot.
understand that
He
one.
doesn't understand what warm is.
Yeah.
That could be the case. He could just be stupid.
I mean,
Yeah.
I forgot
yeah.
the DK Metcalf.
Sam
move.
Darnold to Seattle was probably that was kind of weird. I mean, to hurry up and get Geno Smith out of there, send him to the Raiders, and then bring in Sam Darnold. And Rich, you've been saying Sam Darnold's pumpkin is going to explode at some point. He exploded when they lost to the Rams in the playoffs, where he finally showed he's Sam Darnold. So I think he's going to go out to Seattle and further prove that he's that same Sam Darnold from the Jets.
I mean, you got to look
So
at
that'd
what
probably be
happened
my
with
most
Geno
surprise.
Smith when he got to Seattle too, though.
Yeah.
He was a bust before he got
Yeah.
there. Wound
That's
up
true.
running around.
Came from the Jets too.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
But he
I
also
don't
had
blame him for being a scrub with New York. It's the Jets, man. That team is cursed.
Right, but now he's just gone to West Coast Jets now because they got rid of everyone that can do anything. They got rid of DK. They cut Lockett. They have JSN.
Yeah.
And full stop. It's fucking it.
Yeah,
Like he
it.
he did not go to a good and
they
they
might be reload. That's the only thing I can think of.
They got to do something. I mean, because when Gino got there, yeah, he had DK, he had Tyler in sort of his prime ish when he was like a super possession receiver, and I don't know who the running back was when he first got there. It wasn't.
Well, it wasn't Walker. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't Walker. Yeah,
it wasn't Walker. It was when he first got there, Gino.
Who was it?
I can't even remember who was before Walker.
I mean, that's probably indicative of who the running back was. I mean, let's be fair.
Yeah.
But
Thomas
then
Rawls or something.
Oh, that may be in before Gino,
I think
but
he was in with Beast Mode.
Yeah, that might have been before. Yeah, that might be.
Yeah. I mean, it was obviously
one of my surprises was Justin Fields as well. I thought that the Steelers would at least entertain. Like I thought, to be honest, I thought they were going to ship Russell Wilson, kind of push Russell Wilson out the door, and just roll Justin Fields. Yeah. And then when he's up and signed with the Jets on 2 years, I think we'll see that. Yeah, that was probably the most surprising move, not to be on a homer move.
I think it's funny.
I thought we were going to roll with Justin Fields this year. Now I don't know who we're going to roll with.
I would rather have Justin Fields than Russell Wilson. I'm sorry, Russell Wilson, like
his best years are behind him. They're gone.
Yeah, I would.
They're both awful. Like we basically between
that playoff game against Baltimore, he was embarrassing. Russell Wilson was embarrassing in that game. The Steelers were embarrassing in that game.
Yeah, that was an ass whooping.
Here's basically what we have now done with the 3 quarterback thing that we had between Russ, Fields, and Mason. You can either die of cancer, die of AIDS, or die of cancer and AIDS. That's what our 3 options were. So super fun.
I mean, pick your poison on that.
Yeah, I mean, and I know it's like facetious and silly.
And the Mason Rudolph thing, you're right. It's like,
well, and that's the thing
I don't understand that either.
Sunk me because I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, these motherfuckers are about to cook. Look, they're doing this. They got rid of Najee. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah,
they got rid of.
I was glad.
Yeah, very happy. Punk motherfucker, slow bitch. 3 yards per Cali, 3 yards per Cali, motherfucker.
Najee Harris is a clock killing. I had to tell my one buddy that lives in Texas, and he's not. Of course, he's a Steeler fan. He lives in the Dallas Cowboy area, but he was like, man, I hate to see him get rid of Najee. I was like, Najee, it was nothing but a clock killing back. When you got 4 minutes left and you want to kill the clock, slowly matriculate down.
Slowly.
Give the ball to
your man. But if you're down by 10 points or down by 14 points, you can't run Najee Harris out there and expect him to help you catch up. Hell no.
Yeah.
It's a
Especially
bus.
when you got that other guy.
He's like one of those old buses that pick up the senior citizens and drive them around. He's a slow senior citizen bus.
He's that day bus to New York.
Najee Harris. Yeah.
And then seeing you guys over here signing D-Hop for no fucking reason. I don't understand what you guys are figuring out there.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
With D-Hop.
I don't know what that's about.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
having D-Hop with Flowers and Bateman.
Well, you guys have such a vaunted passing attack of 6 passes per game.
That's the same thing, boy. Y'all be trying to receivers that have died and all returned in their grave. Remember they signed Beckham Jr. like he was going to be the old Beckham Jr. Like you can't sign a receiver that's at the end of their rope. Yeah, D-Hop is at the end of his rope. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
Because he's a wily veteran, I think he'll be able to keep defenses honest because you have to worry about him doing stuff under the seams.
So is Julio Jones at the end. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I mean, joking
That was-
aside, you guys just don't pass the ball. Like that's just it's weird for a wide receiver to want to go to a non-passing offense.
I think that the Ravens are going to become a more
Well,
passing
Baltimore has
offense.
never seemed like y'all never had a premier wide receiver. Like y'all just don't.
Right, we never
Y'all
had
stay
the
away
receivers to really
from superstar wide receivers.
Steve
Yeah,
Smith is the last
Smith,
one I can
maybe.
think of.
That's about it.
Lamar
Yeah.
has been begging
Yeah.
for receivers
Yeah.
for years. Like, get me some fucking receivers.
Yeah.
They draft
Mm.
Charlie Likely and Charlie Kohler and Isaiah Likely. It's
When,
like, okay, it's 2 tight ends.
yeah, when Mark
Yeah,
Andrews
ballers.
is your number one target,
Fuck, we
you
need
have receivers.
Yeah.
Then they draft Zay Flowers. Bateman has finally come into his own after being hurt forever. So
Yeah, we'll
that's
see.
good.
I don't believe in him.
See, Zay Flowers is to
Plus-
me, he's like he's not number one. He's like a in between, like a speedster type of receiver that you probably put in your 2 or your 3. But I don't see Zay Flowers as a pure bona fide number 1 receiver. I mean, he would be great paired with a number 1 receiver, but I don't know.
Before he re-upped with the Chiefs, I figured for sure they might try to reunite with Hollywood Brown.
Okay.
I was like, ooh, that would be nasty. Hollywood, Zay, Aguilar with Bateman.
Well, let's be fair.
Hollywood's got an
Hollywood
injury
replaced
problem, too.
Aguilar. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
But
Hollywood's an injury-prone receiver as well.
yeah,
yeah, it's a
Yes, he is.
dangerous move.
but him and Lamar were dangerous when they were together.
Yeah, for sure.
And the
I
only
mean,
reason he wanted out of Baltimore was because who was the offensive coordinator? He's in San Fran. No, he's with
What, Munkin? No, not Munkin.
not Monken.
Was it Roman?
The guy before him. That
Roman? Yeah, Greg Roman or something.
Greg Roman.
Yeah.
He was like, Greg Roman's offense is not built for me to get catches.
Yeah, well,
because
it's not.
built on
It's-
running the ball.
Yeah.
I
Right.
want to be a receiver who actually does shit. He's like, I don't want to make it all about
Oops.
the stats, but it's about the fucking stats. I want the fucking ball.
Right.
So that's why they traded him. And, so I was hoping briefly for that reunion because putting him in Munkin's offense where they are throwing more, I think that would have been a good move. But it is what it is.
I don't. My just biggest thing is I really expected them to make a splash at quarterback with bringing that big name over, and I mean you're basically retooling the offense, and you basically brought back the ex-girlfriend that like fucked your best friend, and you're like, I'll give you another chance. It's fine. It's like what? It didn't work out the first time. Why the fuck?
Well, Rich, as much as you hate Aaron Rodgers, at this point, would you take him?
I would rather suck both
Much
your
as
dicks
a
at the
prick
same
you think
time.
he is.
Yeah.
You really
He
need.
said
Do
he
you really
can't
think?
stand it.
You think 3 divas on an offense? Shit, like it would literally be like that Spider-Man meme. That's what it would be. It'd be the Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at all each other. Like that's. Oh Christ Almighty, that'd be terrible. And
Get Antonio Brown to come out of retirement.
listen, that's all we need him, and then we need Le'Veon's rapey ass. There we go. Let's get the whole squad back together. Get Ben to be the offensive coordinator. Have him touch some bitches too. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's get it. Like
Bring back. You might as well bring back AB's CTES.
yeah.
Oh,
A B C D E F G and
Vontaze Burfict ruined that man's life.
He really did.
That,
He really did.
like you can
Yeah.
see like the parallel to where he broke, and it was after that Burfict hit
Oh, yeah.
is what did it.
before he got hit, he was a Democrat.
Right,
And
man,
then-
he's like running around like a fucking
Yeah.
He said he was a Democrat prior to that. Yeah.
begging to get signed by the Raiders. Then
Oh my
himself
god, he used to
on
like his
purpose.
kids. That dude, yeah. I mean, he's amusing because it's like a sad thing to watch. It's it's like the car crash, right? You're like, you hope no one died, but you're also like, kind of want to see some blood. That's, I mean, I
He's
don't
the
know.
final destination of football.
Yeah. Like somehow or another, he's a before and after picture. Like he is both. Like he's the cautionary tale of like what to do and what not to do.
He said
Like before
before and
perfect,
after.
he looks like he's like that picture of OJ when he was all happy and smiling. After it's the one after he darkened his ass up after the double murders.
Yeah. It's bad, man. The guy's a
Oh
mess.
shit!
But here's what I want to do because I don't want to go too deep in the night because I know, well, it's not late for you. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know what are you 7 or 8 right now for you?
Yeah, it's mountain time. It's like 9.
I'm stupid. Oh yeah, I wasn't even close. I don't know why. Oh shit. Big stupid. It's fine. So, as you know, how we do things here is we have a little wheel we spin for the draft. Do not know what it is. I do not know. Do not know. Let me see. We're gonna hit the button. You see what it is.
This thing.
Okay. Well, maybe not the most exciting one, but it is your most hated chores. All right. So not like insanely exciting, but these are the chores that like you will do many immoral things to get out of, to not have to do. Just, you don't want to do them. Like, not like you don't have to like blow people, but I mean, if that's what you're into, that's fine. I mean, I don't really know how bad you don't want to do the dishes. I don't know. But being that you're a guest, you get to have the first pick. It's going to be a 4-rounder. Now, here's why this is going to be fun. There's no double ups. So it's going to be an actual that we have to come up with 12 separate, not each of us 12, but collectively 12 chores that are awful. So you got the 101 here. So are you going to draft McCaffrey here? What
Okay.
is the
So
situation?
does this count like childhood chores or like adult stuff now?
Well, since we got to come up with
Ooh.
12, you can include child and adult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my number 1 most hated chore is shoveling snow.
Okay. The wife loves it.
Uh,
She finds it insanely like ASMR kind of thing.
I
Calming, huh?
could not
Oh.
stand it. It's fucking cold.
Yeah.
It's fucking snowing. It's fucking cold out. Like
Interesting.
is
I did
heavy on the
not see that going
shovel.
first.
It's heavy on the shovel. You can fuck your back up. Like as a child, it sucked. As an adult, it sucks even more. So that's my number 1, shoveling snow.
Okay. That's okay. All right. I'm gonna go with cleaning up after your pet shit. I hate it. I hate it. It's just
That's a good one.
it's gross and it's not fun because if you miss a day, you're like, oh man, where is it? And you're like, did I miss any other times? And then you're just like tiptoeing. You're out here looking like you're trying to like do, OTA drills in the yard, trying not to fucking work on your offensive lineman footwork.
When the foot was like,
He said OTA.
So I would say that's going to be my number 1.
that's a good one too. That's a good one. That's a good first pick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I currently live somewhere where I don't have to do this, but when I was living in a house with a yard, and I hated cutting the grass.
Really?
I mean,
Oh,
it was
you're a
just like,
weird man. Get out of here.
You like it? I mean,
Oh my
Almost
God.
said that.
after like maybe 1 or 2 rows, but after a while, especially if you got a big yard and you got to keep pressing down on that lawnmower thing. I mean, I got blisters and everything. You know, if it went too far, and I mean,
Listen,
I had a
motherfucker.
big yard, so it was
Or
a
a
lot.
hill.
Well, I mean, yeah, hills are terrible for everything. Like, just we should make everything flat.
Yeah.
Listen, you get
And
a
then
gas
with the
smeller, you get
lawnmower,
that smell of the gas too.
Oh,
Oh God damn! You get the smell of the gas and the grass. Oh my! Oh, I'm a. Oh.
see, I'm allergic to fresh cut grass because of what's in it, the grass.
Ooh,
So I'm out
okay.
there, like, and you have the fucking.
I like
where I grew up at. My mom had like
Yeah.
a backyard with 2 hills,
Oh shit!
so you had to get up the one hill, mow up, get up the other hill, mow up, mow back down, turn around, mow back up the one hill, then mow back up the other.
Man. There's nothing scarier than mowing up a hill because you get every Final Destination vision in your head. You're like, this is how I go, isn't it? And I fucking die.
If you
Just gonna
slip,
fucking
yes,
flip over. I'm gonna slip on some wet grass. I'm gonna chop like half my dick off and then like a quarter of my leg, and then I'm
And
gonna
there
be
was
like, oh
this
man.
one patch where it was just like this piece of wood in the ground. That it was a root from a
tree stump.
tree that never grew,
Yo. Yeah.
or it grew somewhere the fuck away from our yard.
hmm
Yeah,
First
mowing the
know, man.
lawn.
I hated that.
It's like mowing the lawn, and then whenever you can't get to like the little corners, then you got to pull out the weed whacker and get the little edges. It's a tedious
I
process.
don't mind
know.
it. Look,
I don't know.
I understand. So
I
it's the
don't
same
do it.
thing with Tiff and her snow thing, right? Like I feel like it's gratifying because it's something that you actually it's like getting tattooed, which obviously I'm a fan of. You get to see the progress as you go. And there's just something like fulfilling about that. I don't know. I probably didn't get enough hugs as a kid or told I was loved, but I don't know. That's how I get my happiness. But okay, interesting.
Okay.
All right, number 2 here.
All right, so my number 2
Mhm.
is gonna be. So you already picked up cleaning after pets, so I can't
Mhm.
use that. That's one that I don't like that I get stuck with. But
Huh?
I'm gonna go cleaning the bathroom,
Oh, you punk
particularly
bitch.
the toilet.
Oh, you son of a whore.
That's
That
It's
what
was
I
my
was
just
to
next
say.
pick.
it's
Let's
just not
not
fun.
generalize the whole bathroom. We can't lock down the whole bathroom because there's certain
I mean,
we gotta leave
it's just
open
fucking gross, you know.
because the
I don't
tub is
know. I
different
think.
than the toilet.
Yeah, I'll specifically say the toilet. Not
Okay.
fun. I don't like it.
You
Yeah, I
said
mean,
the
I don't
toilet.
think
That was
yeah.
gonna be
I mean,
mine.
for
That was gonna be
obvious
one of
reasons.
mine for sure.
I would say just give them the whole bathroom because who else is picking something else in the bathroom? Like, what do you like? Who the fuck cleans the
Oh
tub?
no, somebody might not like cleaning the tub.
Yeah, people clean the tub. Yeah, you gotta the comment and scrub it down. But
Yeah.
I mean the tub, the sink. Yeah, I guess you can.
I mean,
Like, it's not. Those aren't like vaunted fucking like. Oh shit! I have to prepare myself to fucking clean the tub. You gotta like mentally prepare yourself to clean up in the
Generally, it's all encompassing in one swoop. It's like okay, if you're gonna clean one part of it, you're probably doing it all at one time.
right.
Yeah, and that was the main thing. Mom, as far as I as a child and as an adult. I mean,
Holy shit!
my mom
Your
always
connection
put
is-
me on the
There we go.
bathroom. 2 parents, 5 kids. That bathroom was terrible, and
Yeah.
I had to clean all the time.
Well, that was my
Yeah.
biggest thing because I got boys, and I'm like, oh no, filthy motherfuckers. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna pick this one, and it's mostly just volume based. I don't hate the action per se, but just the sheer quantity of how it happens. I'm like, God fucking damn it. Doing the dishes. Like, Motherfucker, eat with your hands. Like, you want cereal? Pull that shit in your hands. Like, stop. Just fucking stop. Like,
See, luckily we have a dishwasher, so
yeah,
Yeah.
but even then
yeah.
it's a pain in the ass.
I was definitely going to choose the dishes because after we get done here, I got a sink full of them, and I'm dreading it. Yes, I gotta go do them.
I put in a load before we started, so
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking for places here, and one of the we have a few little checklists that we are, when we buy this new place, we want to make sure that we're checking boxes. Dishwasher is definitely one of them. Because we're fucking over it.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
All right. Y'all both took 2 of mine. All right.
Good.
If you have
Go fuck yourself.
an apartment, or you have any type of house with a carpet, I am not a big fan of running the vacuum.
That's fair.
I mean, it's easy, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's just tedious. It's neat stuff away and lift stuff up and get it and then put it back, and just the motion. Just not a big
yeah,
fan.
that's not fun.
I mean, I'm not
It's
happy.
not enjoyable.
I don't know anyone
That's
that's
fair.
like, God damn it, I can run the vacuum. I'm not happy about it. I'm not pissed.
Now,
but
hold on.
At the same time,
I do enjoy vacuuming the stairs. I don't know why, but I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Fuck you. It's not bad. I don't mind it. Maybe because there's so much dog hair on it, I'm like, I can see it happening. I don't know.
Now I gotta think of a third one, right?
Yeah, and a fourth
shit.
soon. Mm-hmm.
Here comes the tilt. Here comes the tilt.
Third chore I cannot stand doing. Damn.
Oh, I got a good one.
I don't know. Got the dishes. Somebody picked dishes. Somebody picked the bathroom. I picked the bathroom and the shoveling snow. Somebody picked mowing the lawn. Damn, this is tough.
This is why we do it this way, brother.
This ain't the three pieces of cut bacon.
This is one specifically that I feel I do on a regular basis. Feeding the cats on my end.
Okay.
Feeding my pets. It's a
Okay.
chore, but again, they come to wake me up in the morning when they're hungry. Like the 2 of them do.
What do you have?
Cats. 2 cats.
You have 2 cats? Okay.
Yeah.
You just feed them like kibble, or what do you do? Something?
I feed them dry food and wet food on occasion when I remember.
Fair.
Because I don't always remember to do it. But
That's a fun thing. We're having to double up our pet food thing now, actually. So that's another 120 a month, I think, now for the new puppy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like they are creatures of habit. Like if I don't feed them at a certain time, they are both in my face, like just looking at me like, "What you doing? You gonna feed us?"
Oh, so we got 6 cats and 2 dogs. These motherfuckers know better. Like, if you come out of pocket, you ain't eating for a while. How about that? Everyone's gonna have to suffer. So they're like, all right, fair enough.
Oh no, they literally like. I love them though. Like I love my
Yeah.
girls. Like they literally will not leave me alone
That's
because they're
funny.
like, "You're the one that." I don't know how it ended up being me, but it's just me. And it's like, all right, I got it.
Look, animals are strange, man. Like the puppy, he will not go outside for anyone else but me. Like I don't know if it's because I'm alpha and he feels safe, especially at night, but just animals, they find their they're niche things that you do, and then you are unfortunately given up for sacrifice to do that thing. That's what you now are, a person that does.
Yeah, it's like my one cat, like she likes to play a lot more than we expected when we got her.
Yeah.
Because we got her as a stray. She was a stray, someone was fostering, and we just took her. Like, oh, we'll take her. We needed to play a companion for our other cat. And she'll pick up the laser pointer with her claw, bring it to me to sit it down like playtime.
Interesting. I wouldn't hate that. I
I'd
would find that.
Like, my wife and I will watch her go to stuff, pick up like hair bands with her paws, flick them and go chase them. I had to get a new laser pointer because those died, and I got like a rechargeable one. And she can't pick that one up. So now what she does is she'll sit on my nightstand and just like get in the way of everything that's on there. So I'll pick it up and play with her. So she can chase it. She's like,
I'm
I
gonna
want to
make
play.
you. She said,
I'm
"You
gonna
gonna learn.
really-
You gonna learn today."
I'm going to
making sure.
kick you off
That
until
is
you play with
interesting.
me. And I'm like, here, go ahead.
Animals are fucking smart and cool. I like it. It makes me happy. I can imagine that would be insanely annoying after a while, but I'm also like, oh, it's kind of fun.
Oh, no, it's like all day when I get home, too.
Okay, yeah, that's a bit much. It's like, hey,
Like,
fuck
she's
off.
in the room with my wife now, and I bet you she's sitting on my nightstand waiting
Yeah.
for me.
That's funny. Okay. I got one that sucks. It's never fun because you always find magic little secrets and like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Gross. Cleaning the inside of your car.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because you don't really know how foul of a creature
I was
you
thinking
are
that
or the
too.
people
If
that
you
are
got-
in your car until you start cleaning.
Yeah.
You're like, you fucking people. And you're like, oh, am I the problem? And you just don't know. So, yeah, gross.
Damn,
Imagine
that's
if we didn't
adorable.
have these automatic car washes where, the days of in the 80s, 90s where you actually had to wash your car and it wasn't just automatic drive-throughs now.
Get the
And-
turtle wax.
Well, I'm talking about
wash
the inside of
the-
your car, not the
and
outside.
That
I'm talking
car
about the
better be
inside.
shiny by the time I get
No, I'm just
home.
saying, you probably, if you are cleaning the inside of your car and you want your car to look nice, the outside, you're driving it through.
Oh,
one
yeah,
of these little drive through. I mean, I'm just saying, probably 15 years back, you couldn't just drive through. You actually, if you wanted the car clean, you pulled out the bucket with the sponge and like I said, turtle
That's
wax
crazy.
and all of that shit. Oh man,
Mm-mm.
turns into like
Turtle
a
wax.
2-hour job, just cleaning your car.
I was paid $25 to go to Mr. Magic and call it a day.
That is another
Yeah.
option.
Nowadays, you can get a nice, pretty clean shine just going through one of the little drive-throughs. Drive up on a little stump, tells you to stop, and the next thing you know, those little things come and put all the stuff on it. But yeah, I'm gonna go with been living alone, and every time I think about this task, I mean, sometimes people think that it could be, I know, calming or something like that. I'm not. I hate cooking. I hate, even if it's for myself. I'm cooking a meal for myself, but just going through the preparation and seasoning and everything and getting it ready. And I'm not a fan of cooking, man. I just ain't. I always buy like pre-cooked stuff so I can just throw it in the oven and eat it. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do tonight. Or something that I could put in a microwave or something like that. But actually cooking a meal from scratch, cooking hamburgers or tacos or spaghetti, anything like that. It's a process. I'm not a big fan.
I can't front, man. I love to cook.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
It helps me relax when I get home from work. Like when I get home from work, I'm like, I'm gonna put on my headphones, pop in some music, and cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody pretty much knows leave me alone when I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's hard for me to kind of
What you make?
I-
Get the fuck away from me. Cook.
making you, motherfucker, if you keep yapping. Like, I promise you I will cook you. I have a recipe. Look at my Pinterest. Trust and believe. I don't know. I find it hard to believe. I
It's a
find it hard
task
to
to me.
like. No, well, that's the thing. Like, you're not a fan of it, and it's something that I can see it. I'm saying just from my standpoint, I'm like, fucking, it's. I get it. I get it. You kind
No,
of
but I mean, I
yeah.
understand both of your point. Like, because it seems like most men, they enjoy it. Like, because I don't know how often y'all cook. I know a lot of guys that I know that the only thing that I enjoy doing is on the grill. Like, if there's a grill out there and I'm putting some meat on the grill and all that, I mean, it's not really cooking, but I enjoy that more than, throwing something in the oven or frying something in the pan.
No, grilling's still cooking. You're still cooking.
Yeah, but that's
That's
like
cooking.
man.
I enjoy grilling.
That's man cooking. Like, that's kind of what that ends up being.
They're just throwing in the grill. I'm
Like,
talking about
how many
like pulling out the ground meat or pulling out the chicken and seasoning it up and tenderizing it and get all ready and getting aside and it's too much. It's a lot of work to me. I don't know why.
Fair enough. I get it.
I mean, because I used to, be with someone that did all of them by myself. It's like, it's a task.
What was his name?
Damn.
What was her?
All right, sir. What's your anchor pick?
I was so used to.
All right.
Last pick. Here we go.
All right. This is gonna be tough.
I'm amazed how this is still here.
I'm trying to think now. The fourth thing I can't stand doing around the house. Probably
You've already
something because
You've already hurt me before, by the way. Don't do it again.
What?
You've already hurt me before, so don't do it again.
Oh, with something I picked?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't even know what to pick for this. Damn.
What did he hurt you with?
Oh, the potty, the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the bathroom. Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was very slim. It was going to get back to me, but I was like, I was hoping.
I mean, that's probably a general. Oh, I got one. Hanging up clothes.
So, would you say folding goes along with that?
I would, yeah.
That is the fucking worst.
Like folding clothes, clothes. I can't.
Holy shit!
It. Like,
Holy shit! It is.
It's just annoying. Like I can take all these shirts that I wore over the past couple weeks, wash them, hang them up, even though they're t-shirts and it shouldn't fucking matter. It's a t-shirt, no one's gonna care. But
it's funny. You struggled so hard to come up with your last one. I'm sitting here struggling with picking one of the two that I have here.
I couldn't. I barely came up with that too. I was like, all right, that's one that I can't stand.
I'm going to go with my initial one. And then I'll bring this up as an honorable mention after Jermaine. And it's specific. It's taking the trash out on trash day. And
I did not think of that.
That's why I'm like, y'all silly motherfuckers, just let that go. Now, let me explain to you. Let me explain to you how encompassing this is. So, not only are you having to make sure everything is, we actually bought I bought a shed and I built like a metallic shed thing to keep out raccoons. It has become kind of our dumpster. We have two giant Home Depot trash cans in there that we put the trash in, and we lock it up so because raccoons were getting into the garbage cans when they're left out and causing a big fucking problem. So trash night means you have to go in there, get all that stuff out, take it down to the curb. You also have to in the morning make sure that you're cleaning out the fridge because you can't put all that food out the night before because coons.
Raccoons.
You have to make sure all the recyclable stuff is out, so all the boxes, all that. You have to make sure that all of the other, whatever bags around the house are good. All the trash cans are emptied. It is like a full blown, like, I'm moving out from this place. I need to get everything out of the place, kind of exodus. And I'm very happy I have kids to do that for me. I see what they have to deal with, and I feel no pity. Because fuck you, you're living rent free, sucking dick, earn your keep. But I know that when one of these cocksuckers leave, I'm gonna have to like fill in, and I'm not looking forward to this. I don't want to do it. You can't make me.
That was very specific.
Nah, that's actually a good one.
And
Too.
you sound like it was what? So like an hour process.
Dude, it's a fucking process,
or bus
man.
process
It
almost.
is a process. All right, sir.
All right. My last one. He said folding clothes. I'm talking about doing laundry, period. So I don't know if that's kind of taken, if actually going to the laundromat.
It's different enough. It's different enough.
No, but I can come with an honorable mention. Honorable mention. And I don't know if it's too general, and I've done it twice over the past 2 years. Just moving, period. But moving.
God, yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Disgusting.
I don't know if I would call it a chore, but it definitely is like it's like a cousin of it. Absolutely.
It is like it'll cause you to not want to even move where you at.
Oh yeah, that's 100%. One of my mentions were the two that I was trying to pick from. Bringing in and putting away groceries. I don't know why, but that's just.
I was thinking about it. It's just like just grocery shopping. Period. To me, is
I don't mind that. Just like doing it when you get home. It's like I already fucking did all this.
Bringing it in.
Like putting it all away. That's a pain in the ass.
I don't mind
putting it all away. Make sure it's all.
Yeah, you don't mind
make
it?
sure it's all stacked.
As long as I remember everything they need to be put in the fridge or freezer, it's cool. But if you forget something, it's like, crap.
Yeah.
I forgot something there and something to smell right in the kitchen. Oops.
No, that's fair. All right, let's run down the draft here, and then we'll get out of here. So, Chris, what were your kind of 1 to 4 here?
Shoveling snow. Cleaning the bathroom, specifically the toilet. What's my third? I can't remember my third. What the hell was it? Shit.
Cats. Feeding.
Feeding cats. Yes.
Feeding the cats.
Feeding the cats.
Yeah, it was feeding cats.
My fourth was folding and hanging up laundry.
Yes. All right. And mine, let me see here. I'm just seeing something there. Okay, mine was. Oh shit! What was my first pick? Oh boy.
Wasn't that the shit from the dog? Cleaning up shit from the dog?
Oh yeah. Cleaning up after puppy. I know I said taking out the trash. Doing dishes.
Oh.
That was my other one.
Oh.
Yes.
DeMarcus Lawrence is a Seattle Seahawk.
Why?
Oh yeah, that was yesterday. I seen it. Cowboys are terrible. Wow. They just let their talent out the building.
Yeah.
Seen that yesterday. And he said he was like, well, at least I tried to win. And he wasn't.
Okay. All right. Hold on. So cleaning up after pets, dishes, trash.
Yeah.
That was the other one.
Yeah, you had another one.
Oh,
there.
cleaning the inside of your
The car.
Fuck
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Dang, I'm remembering y'all's, and I'm like, man, can I remember my own?
It's weird. Usually we're able to rattle them off, but for whatever reason, I think it's because we hate them. We're trying to like just move away from them. We're like, I don't want to think about you anymore.
Yeah. First one. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay. He said,
You had laundry.
well,
Cooking.
laundry is my last one. I'm trying to think. Cooking was one, definitely. The vacuuming, the rug.
Vacuuming. Yeah.
Vacuuming the rug. Cooking. You already had took dishes. So what did I say? Oh man. Like I said, remember y'all. I can't even remember my first one. Dang. You took ditches. So I said, no. Oh man, what was
What
it?
was your first one?
I'm looking around.
Come on, you lazy bitch. Let's think here.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't
Shaving sucks too,
cooking.
a little bit.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I said cooking. Yeah. Cooking, vacuuming. My first one was the lawnmower. Mowing the lawn.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mowing the lawn.
You're weird.
Mowing the lawn. Cooking,
Vacuuming, cooking, and
vacuuming,
laundry.
and then I said laundry or / just moving. Period. Just moving from one apartment to the next. It's painful.
Well, I feel like we should just band together and never ever do those chores ever again.
Not against doing that. Well,
Yeah. I mean, others around you might have an issue with it, but fuck them. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
They'll figure it out. But Chris, I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you doing the draft and sharing your stories here, sharing your football
Yes,
knowledge.
Appreciate you, Chris.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Oh, absolutely, no worries.
That's
Now,
the
do you have
thing.
any?
Thank you.
Do you have any plugs you want to put out there?
Yeah. Every other week you will find me on the Bayou Geeks, co-hosting. Still weird to say that with Theta 316, Maximus G 420, and Dirk. I've also got my YouTube channel, which I have not been posting lately, but I will get back on that. Had some personal stuff going on that I'm not going to get into. Trying to keep in house, but gonna be posting back again shortly with some thoughts and stuff like that. I will get back into
Nice.
hot sauces again when the desire to try some new ones hits me.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's not something you just wake up and do for fun of it. And I'll put those links in the description there too, so folks can just click on it instead of having to go search for it.
I do want to shout out some people. I want to shout out the Don Tony Kevin Castle Show, Wrestling Soup, the Drew Yard Experience, the Garden of Thought, with Jeff Lipman, or Evil Dose. I want to shout out. Oh my, am I forgetting anybody? I want to shout these people out because, like I said, there were so many people who inspired me to do what I'm doing, and I would not be me if I didn't, shout them out in this form since it's been offered. So I'm going to shout those guys out. Spitball Media, of course, John, B Show, and Shah. Thank you. Obviously, Rich, thank you for having me on. Jermaine, thank you for having me on. To all my people from Towson University who were in the chat, my boy Rick, who is like another brother to me.
Yeah.
My boy Joe Money, Keith, Matt. I will be seeing you guys very soon. That's all I've got.
I mean, I love when folks do that because it makes my heart smile a little bit. You know, it's like when you're able to remember, like, no, like this is what, like you don't big time folks. You know,
No,
you just
fuck no.
always
Who am I
you
to
always
big time
remember.
anybody?
No, not you. I'm saying you as in general. Like people,
Yeah.
people shouldn't big time. You should always appreciate. That's just I don't know. I love hearing that stuff.
Nah, man. I'm a big believer in the people who inspired me or even remotely gave me advice along the way, to thank those people, because without them I wouldn't be doing what I do. So
Like it. Now, me and you will be scheduling at some point next week to do it's like a baseball show because I'm itching
oh
to
yeah,
talk
man.
about
Let me know when
baseball.
you want to do it and I'm in.
I am free whenever, man. So we'll kind of do that.
All right,
You
we'll
know,
work that out. But
yeah.
for sure, definitely.
Yes. But look, thanks everyone for showing up. We do a little thing at the end here. Let me cue this up here real quick because we are fucking children. Once again, that can be taken out of context too. And that's unfortunate. I'm gonna say that too much. Like, oh, we're fucking kids. Great. But Jermaine, go ahead and take us out here.
And with that being said, there's ducks to be fed.
Quack quack,
Feed them ducks. Thanks for being on, everybody.
Doodles.
Thanks for tuning in. Great to meet you.
Peace.